Hello, welcome back. Right, I hope you're all doing well. And finally, it's Friday, the weekend. Yay! I hope you're all taking care of yourselves. Right, in the middle of the week, we had some Beatle news. Yes, some Beatle news at last. Peter Jackson has finally given a date for the Beatles Get Back documentary that we've all been looking forward to. That was released, I think, on Twitter in the week by Disney. Obviously, Disney are doing it. Disney are taking over everything. But anyway, I digress. So it says, the Beatles Get Back documentary will focus on the making of the band's penultimate studio album, Let It Be, and it will showcase their final concert of the Beatles on the top of Savile Row rooftop in its entirety. The full rooftop concert at last. How exciting. The film will be cut from 55 hours of unseen footage filmed by Michael Lindsay Hogg in 1969 and 140 hours of mostly unheard audio from the recording sessions. 40 hours. Oh, how nice. So I'm kind of excited about this. The Beatles Get Back will reappraise footage from Let It Be, and that was originally released in 1970, following the announcement of the Beatles split. I don't know, Peter Jackson's amazing. He's the perfect man for this job, as Ron Howard was for the 8 Days a Week. Because in 2018, Peter Jackson done a World War I documentary. Don't know if you caught it. It was called They Shall Not Grow Old. And basically it's all black and white footage. And he restored it and colorised it. And then some of the old soldiers and the stories and recordings told the story over the top. Highly recommended. Go and check it out. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I'll put a link to the trailer down below. But the point I'm getting at is Peter Jackson's restoration techniques are second to none. And we know he can do wonderful things, with King Kong, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. I've been following his career right back from when he done Bad Taste. And that was his first film out in New Zealand. So he's the perfect man for this. On the Beatles Get Back, Peter Jackson said, "Working on this project has been a joyous discovery. I've been privileged to a fly-on-the-wall experience while the greatest band of all time plays and create masterpieces." Because Peter Jackson's been able to watch all of the footage. Now, the news is the documentary, The Beatles Get Back, will be in cinemas on the 4th of September. So this is going to be kind of cool. Because, the Let It Be documentary that I have was taken off of VHS or Laserdisc. It's a bootleg. It's never been released on Blu-ray, never been released on DVD. So will we get this in widescreen? A little bit of Dolby Digital, a little bit of 5.1. I'm sure it's going to look amazing. And like I said, Peter Jackson's got 55 hours of footage to go through and all that audio. This could be something really, really good. Now, will the DVD, when it's released, it's got a cinematic release, obviously it ain't gonna, but normally they come out pretty quick nowadays. Will the DVD or Blu-ray have the original movie as an extra? What extras will there be? I personally could sit through all the 55 hours, but that's just me. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I have watched the Let It Be countless times, and I do love it. But I do think Paul and Ringo are not too keen on the I don't know, it looks like a bit of a taint, although it is history. It's absolutely history. But I think because everything else with the Beatles is happy and lovely and love and everything else. And there was some niggles between them. I just don't think they like that. So this is going to be kind of interesting. And obviously, on May the 8th, May the 8th, it will be the 50th anniversary of the album, the Let It Be album. Now, has anyone heard any news? I haven't, about Giles Martin doing anything. We all know Paul McCartney never really liked Phil Spector's version. I love the album. It's not my favourite Beatles album, but I do love it. And that's why he released Let It Be Naked in 2003. So it's going to be a big year again, another big year for the Beatles. I mean, I personally would love to have a box set with maybe Let It Be. It's one of the Beatles albums I don't have on vinyl, Let It Be Naked. You know, so if they do a box set with that in it as well, I'd be all in, you know. And I wouldn't mind hearing a Giles Martin, a Martin mixed the Beatles songs, you know. It could be kind of nice. Yeah. So what do you think of the news? It's quite interesting. At least we've got a date for this. At least we've got a date. So, yeah, September 4th, down the cinema. Oh, and the rooftop concert. How cool is that going to be? And how good is it going to sound? Oh, it's all too much, isn't it? It's all too much. Right, guys, I'm going to keep this short because I've hogged the front room and the wife wants to get on. Right, have a wonderful weekend. Much love, and I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Take care.